So when we find purpose, we are literally finding, the keystones of the universe. We are finding, we are cleaving to God. So when we find purpose and we have a strong purpose to do something, the universe literally conspires in all of its elements to help us to achieve what we want to achieve. So purpose is the word of God. So if anybody's struggling out there, my purpose when I was a kid, which was an accident, which was when I find the truth, I'm going to tell everybody. I'm going to be brave and tell everybody. That was my purpose. And I triggered on the purpose. Receive in order to share. If we receive in order to have for ourselves, we're never sated. We fall into the evil inclination. We fall into the negative side. In Judaism, they call it the Sita Akra, the adverse forces. And everything, we can have all of the material things, but it consumes us and we're never happy. If we start to work because we genuinely want to pass on something to other people, we will become a vessel, we'll become a temple for it. It's one of the lovely lines in the Old Testament. Tell them to create a temple and I will dwell with them. I love that. Tell them to create a temple and I will dwell with them. How do we create a temple? The moment I want to serve you, I've created a temple. The moment I create a temple, I will receive all of these amazing forces and they'll come through and they will serve you. But of course, they've got to saturate every one of my trillions of cells. They've got to be processed through me. So I get to cleave to God. I get to experience the universe, the absolute, just by serving you. In Judaism, they would call this, they would say, the person you serve is a charity carrier. He will allow you to experience God to serve him. So it's not you doing him a favor, he's doing you a favor. So the rabbis would say, oh, there's a guy down there begging for some money and for some food. Let me be the first to earn credit from him. Let me be the first to experience God when I serve him. He's a charity carrier. So everything starts to get reversed. So the purpose, you're absolutely right. Find the purpose. And the purpose, you will find a corporation will develop around you. The most miraculous things will happen. But you have to have the courage all the way, because these adverse forces do not want to be consumed. They do not want to be revealed. Because if they are consumed or if they're revealed and people know about them, then they can't use their greatest tool, which is artifice. They don't want you to know they're there. The devil was never so happy as when people said he didn't exist. These are real forces. When we feel opposition, we know we're under something very powerful. So we have to call on all of our positive elements, all of our angelic guides. And if you look at the angelic guides or the spherots, the different levels, the angelic guides are just really higher levels of understanding. You can look at it as an angel with wings if you want, but it actually just means an elevated level of knowing. So my protection isn't the fact that I've got a big right cross. My protection is my certainties. My certainties have come because I've reclaimed parts of me that were ignorant. And that's been my whole journey. And your journey on LondonREAL to pass on information to help people is exactly the same thing. We want to pass on information because information, if people act on it, is their protection. When we recognize that kindness automatically connects us to the goodness in the universe, we start to recognize that kindness is a protection. When I'm kind to other people, that forms a protective shield around me. So of course it encourages me to want to be kind. And it encourages me to look at all the parts of me that aren't kind and get rid of them, convert them. Either get rid of them or convert them. And all I need to do to convert them is watch when they rise up. If I don't engage them, if I don't emotionally identify with them, they are just conceptualized energy forms that will dissipate and just fall back into the void. They'll go back into the singularity. Whatever goes into the singularity doesn't come back out again. But whatever comes out of the singularity, and that's in us, can become anything. And it's all come from this single-celled amoeba of an idea. And I look at my 50 books and my plays and my films and all of these different things. They come from those little sparks of ideas that I sit down and develop into projects. But because my purpose is to serve people with information, the corporation comes around me and I get great people like you saying, come on my show. Let me put you in front of all of these different people. That happens naturally. I just have to have the courage then to know that when I come to see you, there will be forces trying to stop me from seeing you for two reasons. One, they're going to be consumed in the volition of me talking, and two, there's going to be a level of exposure.